Modern SUVs with the utility of a broken mason jar all have its roots here. This old, on its last legs, BMW X5 has nothing left in its destiny but to be my first car. I mean, just look at the thing. The bumper's falling off, and just get a load of this. Bam. The fucking bumper has a huge gash in it from when my mom had it. Oh, and look at those fake emblems, would you? Straight from China. They don't even properly fit the thing. Oh, and that front one, it fits, but there's a gash in the side. This car really has nothing going on for... Oh. What's that I see? No, that can't be real. I gotta go in for a closer look on that one. Look at that. Dual exhaust on a 3.0. Oh, no way. I don't think this is fake anymore, is it? When you envision somebody's first car, you think of an old, beat-up SUV with nothing left in its life. Something that could take on snow easily, all-wheel drive, something that'll get them to school and back safely and soundly. Although this SUV does promise on that, and it was a good call on my parents to give me this car as my first one, what they didn't count on was the fact that this is the performance version, an almost M-series inspired engine in an SUV made for dads that don't want to grow up yet, that they still want to take on corners and go quickly. I mean, it's comfortable for what it is. This was made right after 9/11, so there's still a car phone in this. In fact, you can still go through the contacts of this car's owner, or the original owner, and find that this guy was cheating on his wife with a couple of his secretaries, but we don't talk about that. This car is, it's spacious. It can fit 5 people in it, and there's still room in the back to take whatever you need places. An honest grocery getter with a secret on the inside that you don't want to tell your wife about. This car's radio system is, it's nice, as you can see. The backlight is orange, so on those gloomy night drives, it'll look pretty sick. Unfortunately, it has an issue where it'll just not work, or it'll just cut out in the middle of it. The AC system is pretty complicated, and as you can see on the center console, it's the door lock. This is the only place that you can unlock the doors. There's none on the side, for whatever reason. 2001 BMW X5, 4.4 i-V8 engine. This car is fucking old, as you could probably imagine, with it being 2001, and you can feel it as you drive it. Steering, very stiff. It almost feels as though there's no power steering in this car. The shifter, it works. There is a manual mode on it, which I never fucking use, ever. There's no point to it. Again, this car was designed for dads who just weren't wanting to let go of their childhood, essentially. It's a daily commuter that can haul the kids around and still relatively sporty. Okay, as we are now on asphalt road, you'll notice that when you make turns, the steering wheel, it squeals in pain knowing that it's on its last fucking legs. Also, as we're on asphalt, you'll notice that the ride quality is pretty shaky. When we first got this car, I remember that it was a lot smoother than this. Unfortunately, BMW engineering being BMW engineering, it hasn't aged very well. I did forget to mention, this car gets 14 miles to the gallon as is marked on the radio screen, which again is pretty bad. My dad's F-150 gets 15 miles to the gallon combined. Again, brake lines are going out in this car, but due to the insurance being dumb, I have to get a different vehicle in order for me to register it properly. So, I'm not going to be doing any real repairs on this car. Alright, go. Oh, that's good. That's good. I just
just wasted a fuck ton of gas, but that's good.
This car can do 0 to 60 in 7.5 seconds, which seems slow in comparison to any new sports car, but remember, this car weighs 2.5 tons. The M62 under the hood of this car would be a great donor engine for a project if you're willing to put in the work. Again, this makes this car an excellent sleeper and keeps you under the radar of any cops because, again, this just looks like a mom car. This engine makes 282 horsepower at 6,400 RPM, double overhead cam, and the torque rating, well, who cares about the torque? You're not going to be doing any real hauling in this car. Not even BMW was confident in its abilities. That's why it was marketed as an SAV instead of an SUV. SAV meaning Sports Activity Vehicle. That's right, this car was really just made as a dad-mobile so that he can still get his pulls in while hauling the kids to soccer practice or whatever. But really, what does that say about this car? I don't know. I don't know enough about cars to really give my analysis of this vehicle or a philosophical statement. All I know is that it goes berm, it's my first car, and I'll probably only have it for another week. So, yeah. Cheers.